National Kettlebell University style. So we're gonna start off with our grips. Yeah. So the first thing I want to go over, anytime the bell is on the ground or really between your legs, down in any way, we're gonna use the hook grip. Right now, you've got a lot of barbell backgrounds, so you've probably used the hook grip a million times in your life. It's more or less the same, right? We can think of that OK grip, whichever works better in your head. Fingers, lock. And that's it. What I want to avoid is getting my hand underneath it like this. This is asking for it to rotate in my hand and give me blisters. So I want to catch right into my fingers, lock with my thumb. Now the top position that we're going to use, it's called the rack, right? And that's where the bell's sitting all the way up here like this. That's called the rack position. We're going to learn that grip, sometimes called the safety rack grip, right? What we're doing for that is I'm inserting my hand all the way in. So I'm in the corner, so this is your handle, this is your horn. I'm in the corner here with that like webbing between my thumb and forefinger. And then I want it touching my forearm down at the bottom. And I should be able to kind of push my wrist through just a pinch, right? So if we picked it up, it would go right here. Now we want that to take as much weight as we can off of my forearm. I want it to sit and rest freely. But I also want to release my fingers here. I like to say that I can play the piano here, right? I don't need my fingers at all. I give my hand a break, right? Now with these pro kettlebells like this, they actually have these flat edges. It encourages you to find the right spot, right? Because if you do it wrong, it hurts.
Gotcha.
Right? So partially I want it because it's a good resting position. It's easier on the body. Partially I want it to make sure it's in the right spot. What I don't want is a broken wrist grip. I don't want it just sitting on top. I want it all the way flush because that's where we'll be able to really get it tucked into my body and make it easy to do all the things that we want from the rack. We can press, and we can do all those things from this position. So we got to get here. Okay? So, hook grip, rack grip. Yep. And then when you're in the rack, since we're already here, let's talk about it. Bring that hand in here. Yeah, so I want to try to not like chicken wing if I can. Right, you're a big guy, so you have to find where that structure is. For me, it's pretty easy. I've been doing this so long, I even tuck my hip a little. Okay. And over time, you might. Okay. But for your purposes, when you're working with clients and stuff, if you want to teach them this stuff, get it in here, keep the elbow underneath, so whenever you're pressing or something, you'll go up instead of out. Okay. Right? Okay. Now that we've got that, we'll take these down to the ground. We're going to learn the very first drill how to figure it out. We're going to do everything wrong. Right? When we do the clean for real, we're using our legs, we're throwing it in the air, getting it into what's called ballistic flight, and then inserting our hands. Like you're doing a barbell clean, how you duck underneath, it's like floating for that time. We're going to do the same with the bell. But for this drill, we're going to not do that. Okay? So I want the kettlebell between my feet, somewhere between like the knuckle and toe, up towards the front, but not like way out in front of me. We're going to be squatting from this position. So this first one we learned is not a hip hinge. It's actually a squat motion. So chest up, hand goes down. We find our hook grip and we stand it well up. Yeah, again, be careful you're not tucking it too far in. Make sure it's on your fingers. Now, again, this is the part where we're doing it wrong, right? We're going to shrug our shoulder up and we're going to curl the bell up a little. Other hand's going to go underneath, and then the motion I want is for it to go around this way. So I'm going around my hand here. So you see, you naturally want it to go like this.
Yep.
But what I want is for it to go here.
Okay, swivel.
So when it's floating in the air, when we're doing this live, my hand releases and the bell goes around this way and I insert to the... Yes, much better. But we want to find this position. Yes, you still have the tendency that you want to hang on to it here. Release, release.
Play the piano.
So as I come up, this takes the weight so I can release my hand and go in here and bring it around. Yep, and then nice little piano music. Okay, to come back down, same thing. I like to think of opening my thumb out and around. So my hand comes up and I pull it open, hook grip, and then down. Good. Let's go to the other side. Yep, we're coming straight up, pull, curl, grab, spin it around the corner, and in. Yes, but is it touching your forearm?
No, and my wrist is broken.
Right, yeah, your wrist is broken.
Take
there.
a little bit of
So we
finesse.
want, yes. And that's where we have to let go of the bell. It has to be able to slide. The more we hold on to it, the more it's dragged,
You're right.
and you're going to end up weird. Right? Got to get here. So, same thing, hand, open, hook, down. Good, let's go back to the other hand. Yep. Up, curl, grab, rotate. I really want you to focus on when you grab here, completely open your hand, almost letting go.
Okay.
That way you can slide right into that position. So we're still getting this space here. I want to eat that space up. Yeah. Cool. And hand comes up. We rotate open and down. Good. Other hand, please. Yep. We come up, we grab. Yes. So let's go back just a step. As soon as the bell, I'll be your hand for the moment, right? Go back to the hook grip. So bring it down a little. You're so strong, I can't pull you there. There you go. Once you're here, as soon as you take the weight from here, completely let go with your hand. Yep. Completely insert it all the way there. Just like that. That's how it should be. There are people that do what you just did here.
Yeah.
They teach it this way. It's not how we do it, right? I want this, right? As much as I can, and you'll find your body position. But the more, let's call it old school way, is to be here.
Oh.
Yeah, I find it's quite awkward.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily wrong.
Sure.
I just don't think it's as efficient, especially if you're going to be working with just exercise clients. If we're getting really into kettlebell sport, then we find our hip bone. We do a lot of silliness. But if you're just exercising, it's right here. Elbow underneath, vertical forearm here. Yep, as if you wanted to do a press. Yeah. Okay, so we'll grab and let's open. So I immediately let go with my fingers. The bell floats, catch. Oh, and then down. Yeah, no, you're right. Go. Squat up, hold, pull, and turn. Good. Much closer this time. We still have space. Yeah. So let's see if we can.
So you want one of these flattened grooves or lack thereof on your forearm.
Yep.
Basically, think the logo facing towards you is
Very much. So what I found is if it hurts, especially with these bells where you've got this edge, if it hurts, you're wrong.
It hurts wrong.
Right? Think about pain as a teacher, right? So we're here, we press. Yeah, and the kettlebell way would be here.
Oh, okay.
Straight up. But that's not the
So it should stay flush. It shouldn't.
Yep, it should be right here. I don't want to go out for any reason, at least not primarily. Long term, you might have reasons you're doing all sorts of stuff, right? But most of the time we're doing this. Cool. We open and down. Good. Now let's see if we can add a little bit of that ballistic flight, right? So think, I like to teach that you're jumping off the ground, right? You're to get the bell moving. So it should go up and just float. Up and just float.
Okay.
And as it's floating, we insert. Okay, we'll still use the second hand at first. Up, insert. Okay, let's give it a try. Up and insert. Yeah, now I want you to find the hand a little bit earlier so it comes all the way around. Down.
Elbow down.
Yeah, elbow down, ideally, yes. Good, and here. You're still trying to go over a little bit though. Think here. Right? This is the motion.
Come downward. Okay.
Yeah, so when I come down, I never want anything going over. If the bottom of the bell looks at the sky for any reason, probably wrong. I want.
Okay. Might be easier without that assist hand.
Might be. It's worth trying. Yeah, but see how I made it like tumble all over. That's why I want the assist hand so you don't have to overthink it. Right? I can just take that assist hand, push it around the corner. The assist hand pushes it around the corner. Much better.
Now with that.
Still want to find it. And I would say just every time, just reassert it. Right?
Without facing the sky on the bottom.
Right? Hand opens. Much better.
All right, cool.
Good. Up and yep. Too many things to think about all at once. Good. And we open. Down. Good. So you're doing like really, really common, especially when we start swinging, you'll go thumb back. A lot of people do. You don't have to.
No.
But there are a lot of people that teach the kettlebell swing with the thumb back like this. So your natural inclination is not wrong. It's not for this, right? So let's do it again. As it's coming up, as it starts to float, just take that hand and shove it around the corner here and see if we can get a deep insertion. Better. Do it again. Yeah, so I think we're trying to make that motion a little faster than it needs to be, right? Dude, anyone in their weightlifting, right? Always try to go faster if they can't seem to get it quite
You're right about that pain because that logo side digs in your skin.
Yeah, even if you had a standard kettlebell where it's just round, there's a spot that will be bad. Yep.
So
no.
no.
Up. Turn.
Let me see the descent. Okay, the descent.
So when we're here, the descent is easy.
Okay, catch it.
Right? Literally just flicking it around the corner. It's like the easiest way I can describe it. Catch. Good. Let's go back. Let's get it up in the air and catch with that other hand and really insert. I want to see that good insertion. If we hit nothing else, I want that insertion.
Oh, too much. Over.
Look where it is.
Yep. Wrist broken.
Yep. So the other way we can think about this position, it's got to be 45. So from here, it's coming down at an angle to here. Anytime you've got it in a vertical spot like this,
My wrist, yep.
you're wrong, right? It's just going to put so much pressure on your wrist.
Like yay?
Yep, like that. That's where I want it to be. Oh, I would say when the bell's floating, you'll start moving to come down. If you start squatting down here, it's going to try to yank on you.
Okay.
So when I'm doing this live, it's here, now follow it to the ground.
Okay.
Again, when we're doing it live. And this weight is so little for you. Cool. Now, you're trying to find it from the ground instead of finding the hook grip. So you're starting to do this, right? And trying to come up. I don't want that. Hook grip. It comes up and switches.
Okay. Comes up and switches. Comes up and switches.
Yeah. So make sure you got that good hook
Up
grip.
and switches.
Yeah, much better. You definitely got the right angle now, and you're almost there on the insertion. Good.
Hook grip. Come up and switch it.
So that was not a hook grip.
Oh.
That was like here.
Oh, no,
You got pretty big hands,
Yep.
right? So you really shouldn't have to. If you feel yourself reaching like you're here already, you're in the wrong. Hand should be perfectly vertical, or everything, the whole arm should be vertical. My fingers at the bottom here,
And
right?
do the motion from there.
So
Here, a shrug, a
hips
curl.
in the air. It's around the corner. Around the corner.
Around the corner.
Again, better.
Just
I
that.
still want you to use that second hand.
Okay.
Honestly, you'll probably use it for like a month.
Okay.
Right? Every day you're doing these things, second hand, just to make it go around the corner so your hand can just release.
Wrist.
Yeah. Well, at least you feel it now. That's perfect. Cool. You're still trying to go over the top. I want to hold it. Yeah?
And you said coming down, don't just thud.
Yeah, we want to control it, right? If I'm throwing my kettlebells on the ground, that seems less than ideal. But if I start to come down here, I'm making my work so much more than it needs to be. But imagine you're doing this with 53 pounds for sets of 10 or 20. You don't want it to be more work than it needs to be. All your work is going to be launching it up in the air to catch it in the rack and pressing it around. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You want that second hand.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, use that second hand. That is getting better. You made a natural correction on that one. That's good. That's really good. And that, my friend, is your dead clean.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. No problem.